Hello there. Today we are going to talk about equity valuation. Why is it important to know the rules of equity valuation? Because over time many investors don't achieve great results. There are several methods of evaluation, the main four are 1. Price to book 2. Gordon growth model 3. Discounted cash flow 4. PE multiple method. The latter is the most common comparative method. However, remember that each investor uses a different method and they can calculate different values because they use different assumptions. In this presentation we will focus on the PE multiple method. The PE multiple method is a comparative method. What does this mean? It means that it allows us to estimate the current PE ratio of a company by comparing it with that of other similar companies in the same industry or with its historical range. How do we predict stock price? Look at this equation. We can indeed see that the stock price is equal to the PE multiple multiplied by earnings per share. Why is it important to see how big the P is? Because the higher the PE, the more optimism there is about the market. Generally, earnings per share are close to the trend of recent years. It is important to understand, however, what drives earnings and earnings per share. Generally these two move together, but it may also be the case that they move differently. When we talk about earnings per share, EPS, we are talking about net profit divided by the number of shares. Generally, investors also look at trailing 12 months, TTM. PE reports tell us how much people are willing to pay for the expectation of future profits. When we are in a bull market, it is easy to go from optimism to euphoria. In this case, people are willing to pay a lot to buy stocks. This is the high PE phase. The market moves in a cyclical fashion. The higher the PE multiples are, the higher the expectations are. If we take a high multiple as an example, we can have two main expectations. The first is that if profits remain unchanged, it will take the same years as the PE to reach the price that will be paid. The second is that profits will increase over time and therefore one is willing to pay a higher amount. The more profits increase over time, the more the PE multiple will decrease until it reaches more normal levels. NBSP. Finally, it is important to remember that there are several factors that can influence the PE ratio. Some of these factors are: the first is impact of the demographic trends. The second is impact from the business cycle. The third is PE and inflation. I hope you found this short video helpful. Thank you all.